Good morning, everyone. We are having a bit of a boomer this morning, but that's okay. That's okay. I hope you guys are all here and ready to go. We've got several stories coming up. Exciting stories, thrilling stories, wonderful stories, tremendous stories. Looks like the show got started, or I started the show before I was live. That's weird. But hey, nothing like a good boomer on a Thursday. Pretty stoked, excited, lots of stuff to talk about, as I said before. Let's say hi to all of you, those of you who inspire me to return every day, with folks like Liger Fan, Morgan King, D. Bud Martin, and Xenomorph, all here early, ready to go for today's daily blast of entertainment enterprise. I love it. We've got, of course, Rogue Disney hanging out with us, Cosmic Squirrel, Mr. Dragon, Snortopoopus Coober, That 70s Rock Fan, and so many others out there. Master Sidearms is here. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I'm really concerned with this score. It seems to be being reviewed bomb, right? And Xenomorph's right. Rotten Tomatoes is pretty much a joke at this point. But hey, we'll get into some of that today because I have exciting stuff coming up. Sherry's here. What's up, Sherry? Good to see you. We got the Cheese Factor and Cody Guy and KR Nut 82. And of course, Tina BB's here and Experiment 626. Boop, bop, beep. Lots of people are excited. A lot of people said good things about the film. I'm seeing it later today. Gonna do a review immediately following, and then be on, of course, Comics Division stream. So do check that out tonight. Critical Low-Key Furry is here, as is Brightest Day, Janet from Another Planet, and so many others. Guys, if I didn't get to you this morning, it wasn't because I didn't want to. It's because I ran out of time. Here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. We have several stories to cover, not quite as fast as we normally would, only about 14, 15 subjects. So, hey, let's take it at a cooler pace, shall we? I think we will. Here we are with the first thing. Bohemian Rhapsody's Anthony McCartan sues the Queen biopic producers over profits, claims the Blockbuster is $51 million in the red. How is this possible? We all know. It's called movie math, guys. And this film, over its entire history, grossed over $911 million worldwide on a $55 million budget, which means it did pretty well. It made a substantial amount of profits. He is suing for the 5% take that he was supposed to get of GK's take, and he didn't get it. And because Disney had not yet purchased Fox, the only people named in this, I believe, are the producers. But it's going to be odd, and you're going to start to see this case make some shockwaves in Hollywood, because we're going to get around to transparency, whether they like it or not. IATSE vote leaves bitter taste. It's inevitable that new leadership is going to happen. No kidding. I've been talking about this for a while. This deal should never have been approved. I think it's actually, pretty indicative of how corrupt sometimes leadership can be in some of these organizations. And Matt Loeb does not deserve to keep his job. 3 years, way less than what the people that work in these different locals deserve, and not even a living wage in many cases because of the cost of living in most of these locations. Thank you, Makini, for the super sticker. Moving on, we have LA, city of LA, is going to be down 700 municipal employees because they're defying the thing. We're going to see where this lands, but at least you know that there will be less available services for you in Los Angeles, and you can thank the leadership there. Enjoy. Paramount cuts 44 roles amid a restructure of their marketing team. Hey, guess what? This is a fancy way of saying layoffs. And you're right. You're going to start seeing more and more layoffs from a lot of these organizations. This is a story I could have covered prior, because this has been out there in the wind since before yesterday. But Paramount's moving stuff around. They're doing it for a reason, guys. I would expect to see CBS, Viacom, Paramount. Somehow, something's going to shake loose, guys. Pay attention, please. UK outfit is Stage 50. That's their name, Stage 50, opening a Wintersh Film Studio with a virtual production stage. You're going to start to see more and more of this. I keep reporting these stories almost daily at this point, where expansion of these types of facilities are going to continue. They want to move to virtual production, which is bad news for the people that just, are in these unions. And hey, you need virtual production so you can produce the sub-marginal derivative programs such as How I Met Your Father, which is scheduled to disappoint you in January. Be prepared for that, or not. J.J. Abrams, speaking of disappointing, his Bad Robot brand is launching a podcast division, like we need that, just after he announced having a games division, like we needed that. Of course, Spotify was silly enough to ink a first look deal with this new podcast, and it's pretty dumb. Again, consumption of these products is not worth the money that you're spending on them. Believe me. But look, we do have good things out there in the world. For example, Henry Cavill is basically already James Bond. And I think we can all agree with that. It's too bad that he's being essentially set aside in pretty much everything that he's been supposed to be the leading man of. You don't have to look back very far, maybe the end of the first season of Witcher to see that coming, and the next season of Witcher, which is about to come out. Yeah, this guy is going to be third tier in his own show. Not great. Not a good look. Ghostbusters Afterlife is eyeing a very disappointing $45 million worldwide opening box office. Part of it is contributed to the fact that the trades don't like him, with reviews like this coming from Mark Kennedy saying that there are too many olds marring Ghostbusters Afterlife, giving the film only 1 star. And I'm like, Mark Kennedy, what else did you think low of or high of? He actually rated Eternals 2.5 out of 4 stars. If that tells you anything. And that tells you exactly what you think it tells you. The critics, garbage tier. Garbage tier. Quentin Tarantino's lawyer says Miramax is wrong after the studio is suing him over Pulp Fiction NFTs. And we're going to start seeing a lot of cases around this type of stuff, guys, because everybody wants their finger in these pies, especially on the NFT market. Russ Script supervisor sues Alec Baldwin and film producers, basically saying there was no reason to fire the gun in that accident. And you know what? 1000% correct. Great take here. And of course, Dune and No Time to Die are to become the first imported films to get theatrical extensions in China during the global crisis, which is interesting that no other film is being extended other than obviously the domestically produced Chinese films. But hey, we can always wish we were the caretakers of this dog. Millionaire Pooch is selling the Miami villa that once was owned by Madonna. This dog is in a long line of Pooches that are going to be well off the rest of their lives. It's insane. Anyway, thanks for being here today, guys. I really appreciate it. Every once in a while, I got to throw some good news in. And there it was. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
And everybody, there is a lot of shows on Thursday. Don't forget the late night show that I'm on with Comics Division. We're going to be talking about Ghostbusters Afterlife. We also have a lot of other great shows coming up today, from Le Gaming Lounge, Le Gaming Talk Show. You have Pegasus Actual Podcast, where Zach Brightest Day will be with our friend Drew, Supreme Heretic. You also have a couple of other great Thursday programs. Be sure to be there, guys. See you soon.